right, brilliant. Thanks, Sophie. And what trends are you seeing in this contract market?
Do you mean with the economy? Because there's lots of things happening.
Let's
that
look at
I've
it from an
noticed.
economical perspective, but also from a gig perspective. So what are we seeing? Are we seeing rates differing, rates increasing? Just what you see from a broad perspective, because you work with so many different domains, I suppose, in recruitment.
Yeah, so I would say 6 to 8 months ago, we started seeing perms slowing in some sectors. And when I say slowing, the jobs are still there, but it's taking slightly longer for the clients to now actually hire, right?
Yeah.
So I think sectors are contracting. We've seen startups and other people making people redundant.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, the demand for contracting staff has increased. Right. I think there's also other reasons for that. You know, the fact that our borders were closed for as long as they were. There's a shortage of people. So many companies have started to think about risk mitigation, right? It's always about mitigating risk. So it's like, okay, if we're not sure what's happening, I mean, I read the other day that in the UK, the recession apparently has already started and it will last for at least 2 years. So the forecast is that the rest of the world will follow, right? How far that impact's going to impact us. In Australia, we don't know yet, but I suspect, if I had the crystal ball, but I suspect it's going to be worse than the GFC.
Yeah.
So anyway, because of that, and also because candidates, I think many candidates have reassessed their priorities in life during the pandemic, right? They're like, do I really want to be working in a job that maybe I don't like? Should I do more gig work? So I think many things have changed. In that regard, I think there are more candidates open to doing gig work, which is fantastic for the contracting market and for our economy. In terms of rates, what I hear from recruiters is that clients are more flexible, because I think they have also come from that market where they've had to pay a lot for permanent staff, right?
Market of perm,
right. So that has affected rates in terms of that. I think rates are moving up, maybe slowly, but I think that has to do also with consultants will actually have to consult and tell the clients, you know, give them advice on what the market trends are, what's actually happening in the market now.
I think as well, to meet with the demand of where the perm salaries did rise to, because we've heard on some occasions that some contractors in the short term have taken some perm roles based on the size of those salaries, but as we know, generally, if they're out and out contractors, they're not going to stay in that role, because the grass will be greener when the contract economy starts to come back, as we can see it now. So yeah, it's been a very interesting few years, right? In that
yeah,
space.
Totally. I also think it's a generational thing, because younger generations, you know, do more gig work. We know that it's not like you're going to have a job and be there for the next 20 years, right?
Yeah. What in IT, the average tenure roughly is about 2 years, which is really interesting, right? Because they want to upskill and learn projects, etc. So which lends itself very well to the gig economy and the contracting space. So yeah, high hopes for that to really take off and have an impact.